Okay, been given a Linsar. What, a real Linsar? Yes, this is a real Linsar, courtesy of VESTEL, of course. And it's from the 15th of October. 15th of October, sorry. It's from October 2015. So it's getting on a bit. Now, if you repair TVs or dabble with them, you'll know that these usually, not just Linsars, but any particular VESTEL brand that's a 22-24 inch. This is a 24 inch with a built-in DVD. Oh yes, nonetheless. But anyway, you'll know that these normally suffer from diodes on the power supply that go pretty poor. Well, it's not. Amazingly, that isn't the problem, because if you ask me nicely, I'll plug it in and you may be able to see that we do have a standby light. And if I manage to toggle the twiggler, which is where? So if I manage to toggle the light, it does come on, and you may see Linsar in writing there. Yeah, you can. And it's gone off. So the backlights aren't coming on, which is pretty rare for these, because they've got a basic solid strip of backlights down one side. In fact, I think it's down that side. It's a bit rare that the backlights fail on these. Maybe it's a power supply issue, maybe it's the LED driver. I suppose the next thing to do is actually go and test the backlights, and we can do that using an LED tester. I've got a couple of them in the workshop. There's one up here which is currently ready to go. There is one up there which you can possibly see at the top, which is also ready to go, but we need to take some readings, so this will be probably best to take some readings for the backlights from the camera. So let's just take the back off this set, unplug it, and take a reading of the backlights. Okay, it's all a bit crooked, but I'm trying to give you a view of this. Hopefully you can see this, which is currently pumping out 329 DC volts. And now what I'm going to do, with the help of a bit of tape, I have to admit, because they are frustrating, that if I can just tape it over, there are three connections on here, because there's a top set of backlights and a bottom set of backlights. For some particular reason, I wasn't too sure if the camera was picking that up then, but anyway, so LED reader here, pumping out 329 DC volts. Ignore this TV on the left hand side here. That's going to be coming in handy in about 5 minutes time. You've probably worked it out already. Well, I haven't. Anyway, 3 wires going into this LED feed. So there's going to be a set of lights at the top, set of lights at the bottom. There will be 1 negative and 2 positives. No, I'll say that again. There'll be 1 positive and 2 negatives. So positive in the middle. Let's have a look what the bottom set gives. What gives? 57.8 volts on the bottom, and if I was to switch all the lights off, I don't know if you'd see it, maybe you would, not too sure. You can probably just notice that the bottom set of backlights on this set have come up. So now let's try the top set. Right, top set is lighting up and we're getting 57.8, 57.7, almost identical. A point something either, well, 0.1 either way, maybe 0.2. So that indicates to me that the backlights are okay. Not 100%, but it tells me that the backlights are okay. After doing a little bit of research, I found out that the same power board, I can bring the camera down now, can't I? Yes. After doing a bit of research, I found out that this power board is quite a rare power board, because it won't focus. That's what's rare about it. Is also in this Panasonic TV, which is over here. It's exactly the same power board with the same 2-3 number and everything. The only difference is the Linsar is a smart TV, or was, not too sure what it's got now, but it was, and this Panasonic is not a smart TV. So you know, that makes me think, don't you? Right, well, I'm going to take the power supply out of here first, put it in there. I know that this Panasonic TV works, by the way. This is perfect working order, so if the backlights don't come on in here, I know I need to get another set of backlights down there. Whether I'll do that or not, I don't know. Not too sure that it's worth it, but for the channel it possibly is worth it. But after I've sorted all that out, I'd be interested to get another smart what's it called? Not linseed, Linsar. Another smart Linsar main board that's for this screen, and you'll notice the screen is a VESTEL blah 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 2D number 1, and the one over at the Panasonic, if I can just stretch the lead over, is also a VESTEL 2.3 blah 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 2D number 1. So it's the same screens in here. So I could go looking for this particular main board on eBay. Not focusing again. Winds me up. Today is not the day to wind me up. But anyway, I could find another one of those, stick it in here, because everything is the same. All the connections are the same. Same amount of HDMIs. It's got the input sockets down the side, which are the same. So it is identical in every single way. The only difference between this board and this board is this one has got a built-in DVD player. The Panasonic hasn't, but that doesn't matter. It will work all the same. So we could turn the Panasonic one day into a smart TV. One day. But let's just see first of all. I mean, we could move both sets of boards from over here and put them over here, but at the moment I just want to see if it's a backlight or if it's a power supply issue. So let's switch the power supplies over first and see. Okay. Place your bets. What's going to happen? Let's switch it on. That tells us a few things. Well, it tells me enough. So it's the LED driver that, sorry, that was just its initial stage. It's the LED driver which has failed on the power board, or something on the back of the power board. We could go and have a look, but the power boards for these will be dirt cheap anyway. Anyway, so now if I were to take both the working power board and the working main board and switch it over to the Panasonic, does that turn the Panasonic into a nice working smart TV? Well, I've got 5 minutes if you have, just for fun.
And I think at this point I should clarify something, because I said earlier on in the video that the power supplies are rare, therefore probably going to be expensive. And now I've just said the power supplies for this dirt cheap anyway. So before you rush to the comment to hang, draw and quarter me, what I mean is the power supply for the Panasonic board, if you type in the model number for the Panasonic TV, then it's a Panasonic TV, so it comes up as quite expensive. Whereas if you type in the Panasonic or the Linsar model number, all of a sudden the power boards for a Linsar, even though it's exactly the same, may have the same 23 number, may have a slightly different 23 number, but it is exactly the same, all of a sudden becomes dirt cheap. Whether I mention this later on in the video or not, I don't know, but I have ordered a backlight driver, so I may give the impression I'm going to buy a power board. Well, I'm not. We'll make a future video of it, but I've ordered a backlight driver to see if we get one of them coming to life. I can't remember which one I've kept now. I think the Panasonic is now officially a Linsar, and so I will have a look for one for the Panasonic board. Does that make sense? Are you glad I've done this voiceover bit? No. And now back to the music.
It would be interesting to find out if VESTEL have been using this same screen in a more modern 24-inch with all the apps which they've been doing these days. the same screen, the contacts are always going to be the same. So if it is the same screen, it's going to have the right size output input plug-on, and it's going to have the right socket for the LVDS cables. As I say, the only difference is this is for a DVD. Now it'll be interesting if I've got a spare DVD. I've got loads of DVD players, but if I've got a back that fits this, I doubt that I have, but you never know. But the DVD is not the important bit. Right. So this of course is the Panasonic TV. As it states down here. And this is another one given to, well I say given to me, I borrowed this from the recycling centre. The screen is filthy, but that doesn't matter. Right. So let's switch on, and do we get Linsar on this? No, we didn't. Didn't get any backlights, did we? Ah, I didn't plug the backlights in. You were right. So let's switch off and switch on again just to see if we get the dramatic splash screen first. Here we go. And we do. The only thing to notice is, even though this is a smart TV and the apps will be old, probably not even running, but they may be, it's not Wi-Fi. This TV came with, the Linsar that is, the Linsar TV came with an external dongle. But so we've kind of killed two birds with one stone there. We found out that this power supply is duff. More than likely it's the chip there. If I can get a reading from it on the microscope, I may go looking for it. Sometimes that fails, but I have tested that and it hasn't failed this time. So more than likely it's that chip. Now I will see on the microscope if I can get one, or if I've got something similar in stock that will do it. If not, if I get a power supply and a main board, either for a Panasonic or a Linsar, but since the Linsar Smart, it may just have a bit of Netflix on it or something, I'm not too sure. I would imagine if I typed in the Linsar model number, the boards would be cheaper than the Panasonic model number. That's what I'm thinking. So let's have a look. That's the Panasonic. Ouch. So Panasonic power supply, they want 25 quid for it. No they don't, I beg your pardon, £20 or £19 to be precise. So £19 for a power supply for the Panasonic. Now if I type in Linsar 24 LED 300 PSU, No, all the same price. All the same price. We know that's a working main board for the Panasonic, but let me just type in the 23 number for this, which is, I don't know because I haven't got my glasses on, 2330. $7,593. Ooh, nothing. Really? Wow. There is one main board if you just type in the now that's interesting. There is a Linsar main board here, and it says it's for this TV, but it's the different 23 number. But anyway, about 22 quid to change it to a smart TV if I wanted, or about 18 quid to get the power supply going. I might just buy an LED driver because I never use these TVs, but just thought I'd show you that. Thank you for watching.